What's going on, everyone? It's we're back again with another video, and in today's video we have day 2 of the playoff bracket. As you can see, there's some pretty interesting matches here. We had 8 matches today. Pretty crazy, to be honest. We had the remainder of the 2 losers bracket 1 matches. We had all the loser bracket 2 matches, and then we had the two upper bracket semifinals matches. Ton of matches to go down today. The main thing I want to talk about is there's 2 Brazilian teams in the upper bracket final, so we will see a Brazilian team come from the winners bracket as well. Pretty crazy to see. I don't think that's never happened in all of Rainbow Six Siege esports, so that's pretty cool to see. I am a big Brazil fan, so I'm incredibly happy to see that. Kind of hope Ninjas win, to be honest, since they did not win last year, but that would be cool to see. But these were the matches today. Let's just get right into the video. So our first matchup was Parabellum versus G2, and as I said yesterday, I already knew Parabellum was going to win this. They look so good playing Siege right now, and they have such a great time when they're playing. And G2 in the group stage did not look like that. They looked like they hated their lives while playing this game, to be honest. And honestly, Parabellum played pretty well throughout the whole match. As you can see them just lighting it up on the series point right there. And as we go into the stats, they do win 7-4, 7-5. 2-0 right there. I mean, look at Eska, he's plus 13 and 1 on the entry. He's doing really well. I mean, Penguin had 3 plants, insane, good entry. Before he had Sonar, had plants and all that stuff. So he honestly played pretty well. I mean, Citizen played well. Kayak played well in this series. I mean, Uno didn't really play well. Kanto did all right. But yeah, it's honestly just G2's done, bro. I think their reign is over, and I'm kind of happy about that because it's cool to see new teams win like this. So yes, they did get knocked out by an NACL team, so that is hilarious. And yeah, so let's go on to the next series. So going on to the next series, we have Team 1 versus SSG. And I thought SSG was going to win, but I guess I was wrong, honestly. Team 1 looked really well in this. As you can see them pulling up right here. Like, they're making the same plays, honestly, in this map. Like, look at that. 2v4, they get the clutch up. Good job from Team 1 right there. As you go on the stat sheet, they did get bodied in the first map. They lost 7-1. And then the next 2 they clutch up and win them, and they win the match. I mean, look at Bosco, he's plus 13, he's 30 and 17, insane stats out of him. Canadian this series, he's -1, he's plus 2, you know, so not a terrible KD series from him. He did have 3 plants and a 1vx, so nice job from him. I mean, Fultz is really weird. He's 8 and 7 on entry. That's the highest that I've, like, I'm pretty sure this whole invitational, at least in the entry, so that's crazy to see. Inside of Team 1, Levy is going insane. He's plus 8. He's got 2 on the entry, so he's not doing bad. But Team 1 played like a team, and they honestly just beat the champ. So there will be a new Siege champion that has never won before at this invitational, which is very exciting to see. Maybe Nip can do it, but we'll gotta wait and see to their match. So let's go on to the next series. Alright, so going into the next series, we had TSM versus Merkers, and I'm pretty sure everyone thought TSM was going to win this. I mean, Merkers' run had to come to an end at some point, but they do clutch up right here. They played really well Siege, as they do take the coastline, as you see on your screen right there. So going on the stat line, they win 7-3, 7-5. I thought Merkers had a really good run for what they did. They got top 13, so they got 13th out of 16th place. Honestly, pretty good compared to some of the other teams we have in Siege, and I really can't wait to see this team in the EU Challenger League, and hopefully they get to the EUL. So that would be insane to see from them if they got to EUL and just lit it up. But yeah, on the side of TSM, I mean, the Chief's plus 14, he's 26 and 12, and he really needed to show up for his team because he didn't really do that in the group stage, so that's good to see. Everyone really showed up today, and they all played great Siege. I mean, Gio's plus 3 in the entry, that's pretty good. I mean, even Aqua's plus 5 on the, or he's got 5 and 3 on the entry, so not bad out of him, but Merkers couldn't get a DN and TSM clutch up, which I think was bound to happen at some point, but let's go on to the next series. Alright, so going on to the next series, we had Team BDS versus Fira, and this was another really good lower bracket match. I mean, look at Shaiko just popping off right here. This is the stuff we needed him to do. We need Shaiko to do Shaiko things so they can win the round. I mean, look, he's got a triple K in the round already. Insane stuff out of him, honestly, and BDS do clutch this one up, as you see on your screen. So as we go on the stats right here, you know, let's just see this clutch first. So, you know, he's peeking in. You know, How's trying to get it. He gets Shaiko, and then Rafael with the clutch up right there. That's what we like to see. But anyways, if you go on the stat sheet, BDS win 2-1 over here. So Fear actually win the first map 5-7, really close, and then 7-4, 7-1. So look who's on top. Shaiko turns up 37 and 24 today. He's plus 13. That's what we needed to see from him the whole tournament. He's finally showing up, so maybe they'll do good. Look at Breed, bro. He's got 7 fucking plants. Like, that's insane, bro. I've never seen anyone with 7 plants in a best of 3 series before. He's also got a 1vx. On the side of Fear, I mean, they look good, to be honest, but at the end of the day, their KDs just were not there, to be honest, with everyone else. But Vince doesn't have that bad series. He's 33 and 25 with a +8, +10 and 3 on the entry, +7. That's pretty crazy from him. But yeah, Fear just couldn't get it done. They look good on the first map, but besides that, they didn't really play as a team on the rest of the two. And those clutches just can't happen from Shaco. That just can't happen if you want to win. But let's go to the next series. Alright, so going on to the next series, we had Nip versus FaZe Clan, and this was a really interesting match. I actually watched this one a little bit. So Nip win the Cafe 7-5 pretty dominantly. I mean, they look pretty good. FaZe, you know, they choke a couple rounds, to be honest. But as we go into the, I think it was Clubhouse. No, it was Villa. Go into the Villa, right? Now, it was 8-7. I think FaZe was winning 7-6. They threw the last 2 rounds so badly. Insane to see from them. It was a complete collapse. And they didn't look good in that last round. Souls had like a 4. He had a 4K in the last round. He needed the ace to clutch, but he couldn't. But yeah, insane stuff to see out of that. But Psycho goes the same. He's 32 and 21 +11. I mean, just watching Nip play is insane because I know they have a good shot to win this whole event. But on the side of FaZe Clan, Astros do good, Cybers do good. Those are the only 2 guys who do good this whole tournament. I mean, Bullet and Cameraman not showing up at all. Don't really know what they were doing on the map. But I mean, that just sucks to see. I mean, the teamwork, they had so many, like, they won 4v2. I think they had a 3v2. They choke like mad hard, and they ultimately lose the match, and no one to blame but themselves because they just did not look good playing. So this was the upper bracket match. FaZe do drop into that losers bracket, so they still have a chance to go to the grand finals, but it's gonna be a hard run. But let's go on to the next series. Alright, so going on to the next matchup, we had MIBR versus OXG, and this was a really good one. MIBR do take this, by the way, and honestly, this was pretty close in most of the games. As you see, this one goes to 15-round overtime, but MIBR do look really good on this map. They look really solid. They did play on the B stage. It's kind of funny to see this stage compared to the other one. But if you go on the stat record, they win 8-7 on the first map and then 7-5 the next map. So when say stuff from them, they do clutch up against the Americans. And look at Luke Kid. He's 25 and 16 +9. Insane stats out of him. And the rest of the team went all negative, but they still won. So pretty impressive to see, honestly. That's good teamwork and good baiting and getting trades and all that kind of stuff right there. I mean, Yaga and Laxing are doing insane, +12, +11. The entry's good at +1, +3. But remarkably, that doesn't really matter at the end of the day when you're losing. And the bottom 3 don't really have good ratings or good stats at all. But that's just something you know look at. And then once the game comes down to teamwork, now OXG's not out. They do drop to that lower bracket. So we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. But insane stuff out of MIBR. So MIBR and NIP are in that upper bracket final. That means one Brazil team is guaranteed for that grand final with the 1 map advantage. So gonna have to see how that works out. But let's go on to the next series. So going on to the next series, we had Team Liquid versus Parabellum, and Liquid do clutch this one up 2-0. As you see, they do win this first one on Coastline, but honestly, I think Parabellum had a good run here. I mean, they definitely did better than some other pro teams, and they're a Challenger League squad, which is crazy to see. But I think they did have a good run here, honestly, in the tournament. They do lose pretty badly, 7-4, 7-0 right here. The only one who's positive is Eska, but the thing about these players is you never know who can get picked up on the pro roster now, especially some of the teams that suck in North American, in the more North American League. You never know if any of these guys might get picked up, honestly. When you're putting numbers up like this at a 6 Invitational event in LAN, you never know what's going to happen, especially because the NA League is on LAN, so that's to say, Sonar doesn't have a good series at all, neither does Euphoria. Penguin has an alright series. Yeah, they just didn't show up today. But that does knock them out of the tournament, unfortunately. But I really do think this team had a good run. I think they played their best, and you never know if any of these guys might get picked up in the NAL. So that is something we're gonna have to look out for. But this is definitely a good run out of an NA Challenger League team. So good job from Parabellum. But Liquid do take it. Let's go to the next series. So going in the next series, we had Team Empire versus Team 1. And this was an insane series of Empire. Complete bounce back, which we love to see. But yeah, they played really well in this one. And they do continue in the bracket. And Team 1 does go home, unfortunately. Let's look at the stats. You can see 7-2, 7-0, complete domination. No one on Team 1 is positive, and everyone on Team Empire is positive. Look at Shepard. This man is 6-5 across 2 matches. Not even 1 match, 2 matches. So that's kind of funny that he just really did not have to do anything. But I mean, they just got destroyed. Like, look at Joystick, +11. Look at Always, plus 17. Bounce back game from him after the other one. So good stats to see from them. But that is the last series of the day. We want to go back to the bracket right here. We're going to be predicting the next bracket. So if we go to the schedule real quick, these are the matches tomorrow. We got 4 matches tomorrow. We have BDS, TSM, and then we got Empire, Liquid, and then we have OXG and FaZe waiting in that loser bracket 4. So let's go through it right here. We got these 4 matches. We've seen Empire and Liquid. You know, honestly, I think Empire is going to win this one. I think after that dominant performance, it's just so hard not to pick them. Might be the 2-1 fashion, but we'll gotta wait and see. If we go to BDS TSM, this is a good one. I think these teams played at the last one, the 2021. I'm not totally sure though, but I think I'm gonna go with BDS on this one, just because I think BDS really wants to win this one, just because it's in France, their home country. So I'm gonna go with BDS. I could see both teams winning though, honestly. Could see both teams winning, but I'm gonna go BDS for now. Then we gotta go to Empire and FaZe Clan. To Empire FaZe, I'm probably gonna go Empire. If it's Liquid FaZe, I think I'm gonna go FaZe Clan in that one. But I think Empire would take that if they were to play. But they played each other so many times that it's so hard to predict that. If we go to the other bracket match, if it's BDS OXG, I think BDS win. If it's TSM OXG, I think TSM win. So pretty much whoever comes out of this game, I think, is beating OXG, to be honest. But that is gonna have to wait and see. So we're still waiting for this match. This is on the 22nd. So we're gonna wait some time to see the MIBR Ninjas match. This is the rest of the schedule. At least there's not that many matches. We got 4 tomorrow. So we're gonna have to, you know, see those matches. And then on the Saturday, there's only 2 matches. We have the upper bracket final, and we have the lower bracket round 5 final. And then on the Sunday, we have the lower bracket final, the North Star stuff, and then we have the grand final. And if you guys do not know, it's so important to get to that winner's bracket, because if we go back to the actual bracket, you get a 1-map advantage coming from that winner's bracket. So this is why I think whoever comes out of this top match, MIBR or Ninjas, is probably going to win this event. To be honest, this is what we've seen from every event with a best of 1 advantage in a BO5. They usually win on top because they usually split it 2-2 in map count, and then they win 3-2 because of the best of 1 thing. Now, do I like it? Not really. I kind of wish it could be 2 best of 3s. So the winner bracket team, if they just win 1 best of 3, they win, and then the lower bracket team, they gotta win 2 best of 3 sets to win. So they win the first best of 3, then they gotta play the next best of 3, and they win that, they win. That's kind of I kind of want to see it, because it's more fair that way, I think. Because if you're from the loser bracket, you gotta fucking make a run. But this is how they're doing it, and I don't know if I like it, because last invitation was the same thing. NIP won 2 matches, SSG won 2 matches, and you don't really get to see who's the best team. But SSG come from the winner bracket, so they win. So it's a little weird in that sense, but you know, you never know. If you guys do want to see like what place everyone got so far, this is how it breaks down so far. So honestly, look at Parabellum and Merkers. The 2 CL teams get 9th through 12th, and they honestly play really well, beating most pro teams, which is insane to think. Think about it. They beat SSG, the former champs. They beat G2, who has won so many events. They beat Dark Zero, who once again has won a lot of events in NA. Insane stuff to see out of them, but yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video. If you guys did enjoy this one, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everyone.